All right, now let's bring in the law enforcement side. Look, I am an unapologetic supporter of first responders and of the police. I believe police overwhelmingly do the job the right way. It is hard to see that in this scenario, but let's bring in somebody who did the job under very difficult circumstances after the George Floyd murder, okay? Former Minneapolis police chief, Medaria Arradondo, also known as Rondo.
Hey, Chris.
Rondo, thank you for joining me. Yeah, it's been a minute. It's good to have you. Just give me your assessment.
Well, a couple of things, Chris. I really think that now that the criminal piece has been set aside, it's going to focus on Sheriff Waters' internal investigation. And Chris, I think it's going to come down to two critical things. Was the officer in adherence to the training and the policy? And so I think that that internal investigation is going to focus on those two areas. I did not know the counsel that was represented tonight next to Mr. McNeil Jr., but the co-counsel I do know about, Mr. Ben Crump, the attorney. And I will tell you, he's highly experienced and certainly competent in these areas. One of the things, Chris, is that they're going to do a thorough review of that training and policy. You know, what are Jacksonville deputies taught in terms of their training to extract someone from a vehicle? I thought it was interesting in Sheriff Waters' press conference he did when they released the full body camera video, Chris, when he said, had Mr. McNeil Jr. would have filed the complaint immediately, that would have tipped them off to look at this. But he also said, Chris, had we known about the use of force, we would have started this investigation. So that leads me to believe, did the officer in question, did he list, which he should have, and I don't know all what occurred, but if he did not list that he had struck Mr. McNeil Jr., that could be problematic. And so I know that that's something, yeah, go ahead.
But Rondo, here's the thing. I mean, everything you're saying is right, and I appreciate it. But you know, my daughter brought this to me because this doesn't happen to Bella Cuomo. This doesn't happen. Even if she is a wise ass and doesn't listen to the police. I've taught my kids their whole life the same thing I do. I do not negotiate or argue when I'm pulled over. Not because I think I'm going to get my ass beat. I'm the last guy that's going to happen to. But it's not the time. Do what they tell you to do, and then deal with it with your lawyer, deal with it when you get to the station, deal with whatever you want to do. You don't want to blow and it's a DUI stop, fine, you're going to take an arrest. Just shut up and do what you're told. That's what we tell people to do, right? That's what lawyers tell them. That's what everybody tells them.
Yes.
How can this be okay based on how this guy presented? I'm not going to listen to you. I'm going to be difficult. They break the window. They punch him in the face. They then beat the shit out of him outside the car. The guy hits him right away as soon as he's outside. Who's trained to do that? You're trained to de-escalate.
Yeah, Chris, and you said it true. Out of all of the men and women that put on that uniform each and every day, the vast majority do the right thing. But in this profession, Chris, you know this, of all the things that all law enforcement officers do, the one singular thing they're going to be judged the most in their entirety of their career is use of force. And most of us are judged by the body of our work. Well, for a law enforcement officer, it could be that one moment. And Chris, to your point, regardless of the administrative investigation outcome of this, what Sheriff Waters has to also be gauging right now is how much trust has been eroded in that Jacksonville community. And so that's the other thing that you have to look into. And by the way, Chris, as a black man, I still had to give the talk to my son. I wish that we could break that cycle, but that's just a reality in America. But I do believe there's going to be obviously a very thorough. Sheriff Waters has said that he's not going to either condemn or praise the officer until that internal investigation is completed. And I will also say again, Attorney Ben Crump, he is definitely going to dig in to make sure that there was accordance to the training and the policy. And at the same time, the community is going to watch to see how transparent that investigation ultimately becomes.
Rondo, thank you very much. I appreciate you.
Good to see you, my friend.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.